Welcome back to San Antonio Living. You know, we're always bringing you the top cosmetic procedures here on this show. Dr. Bill Johnson is joining us this morning with Innovations Medical to talk a little bit about the Brazilian lift. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You know, I've heard a lot about this. I watch a lot of Dr. 90210. I track celebrity information all the time, and I hear about a lot of people getting this done. And it's kind of one of the new advances because you're taking fat from another area of the body where you might not want it, like say around your hips or something, and putting it to where you do want it.
That's exactly right. We actually have the ability now to take the fat where you don't want it and put it where you'd like it. So the process is called autologous fat transfer.
Okay.
We sometimes scramble the words and call it fat autologous transfer, so it spells out fat for you. So, but we use a special kind of liposuction to harvest the fat. We then do some processing of it, and then we can re-inject it almost anywhere you want.
So it's like you're taking the body and molding it into the perfect body.
Well, we're trying. Yeah,
as close to perfect as we can get.
Yeah, at least improved.
Okay, we're seeing some video here of the fat transfer. It starts by so obviously you're taking fat out of the stomach. Yeah, nobody wants it there.
This is out of the stomach, and then we process it, do a little bit to it to make it ready to be injected.
Okay.
And once we have it where we like it, then we can put it back in. And when we talk about the Brazilian, we're talking about doing it on the buttocks.
And so a lot of people, for me, I kind of have a big butt already, so I don't need that. But a lot of people wonder what you're doing in the Brazilian. You're not just injecting the fat, you're lifting.
We can get a lot of lift. And so the folks that want this are folks that either have noticed some dropping or loss of height over time, or people that just have never liked the shape of their buttocks and would like it to be rounder or fuller.
Well, let's talk about some celebrity rear ends, because I'm sure there are a lot of requests when people go in and they decide, whatever it is, you know, if it's breasts that you're having done or your bottom, you have an idol. I know J-Lo is a big one.
Yes, and we have a lot of these pictures brought in. We get J-Lo brought in. We certainly get Beyonce brought in.
Oh my goodness.
I think this is a picture of Kim Kardashian.
Yes, the Kardashian rear end is also a hot one.
And so all of those, people bring them in and say, I want this. And it's nice to have an idea of what they want, because some women come in and say, well, I just want more. And it's better when we have some idea of what shape we're trying to accomplish.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the fat processing. How does that work, and why is that important to this whole technique?
Well, the fat processing is important, and then the injection technique is also very important, because the problem with fat transfer in the past has been that very few of the cells survived.
Okay.
The reason it's resurging now, the reason you're hearing about this technology more and more, is we've gotten it to where 50 to 70% of the cells can survive. And as part of our processing process, we use a substance called platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, which we would actually get from you. We mix that in, and that has what's called growth factors, which are the messengers that our body uses to promote healing. So it kind of lets the fat, you can think of it, send a text message out to the body to say, hey, I'm new, I'm here, I need the support, the blood supply that it requires to survive in its new place. So we're getting up to 90% survival of the cells when we transfer them.
Let's take a look at some before and after pictures so you can really see how this process really goes from beginning to end. That's a big difference. I mean, you can see that it's lifted several inches.
And this one it was a lady that didn't want all that much volume but wanted lift. And she really experienced a really nice lift before and after, and is really happy with it. And here's another one that really wanted more volume. She started out very flat at the beginning.
So did you take it from like the thigh
We
area
took it
there?
on her from the thigh. You can see there where we had marked the thigh at the original procedure. And so we took it from the thigh and moved it up to her buttocks. And that also helps shape, so we get an overall shaping. The outer thigh, the love handles are really good areas to harvest the fat from, because that helps us shape the whole torso and give an overall better look.
And you've got a special offer for our San Antonio Living
Yeah,
viewers.
because we're actually in Dallas-Fort Worth area, so anyone from San Antonio that comes up during the month of November gets 15% off their entire procedure. This
is a good time to do it, because then you're going to be ready for spring. You can debut your new assets on the beach for sure. Don't laugh. I said assets. That's right, I did. Let me tell you all the information this morning so you can find out more about this new Brazilian lift. It is at Innovations Medical, and they are innovationsmedical.com. If you'd like more information or you want to make an appointment, go to 214-420-7970. Again, 214-420-7970 for more information.